with baseball. It's been a little while, but man, have we missed a lot since our last show. I cannot even begin. I don't even know where to start today. It's just so much stuff's going on. This has been the craziest offseason in MLB history, bar none. It just continues. It has not stopped. We have 42 days till opening day, and today the main story is the Houston Astros finally apologized, and let me tell you, it was disgraceful. It was absolutely an embarrassment. I listened to the press conference. Jim Crane is an idiot. He's trying to play the victim card, like the players didn't know what's going on and that it was bad leadership that forced them to do it, but that is complete nonsense. And finally, one Astro came forward and actually admitted that it was nonsense. Carlos Correa. He backed up Carlos Beltran, which I agree with as well. This report came out about Beltran being the ringleader, like forcing everyone to do it, intimidating the young players. Not true at all. Carlos Correa completely denied that, said everyone knew what they were doing and they could have stopped if they wanted to. That's all I need to hear right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And today, what we, with this press conference, it was extremely embarrassing. Jim Crane, the owner, basically playing the victim card is just a slap in the face. Basically, he threw all his players underneath the bus. Basically, I saw he said he shouldn't be held accountable for this. I think that was asinine.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Pretending he knew nothing about it.
I think Altuve's apology was nothing. I think that was arrogant and an arrogant apology.
It was ridiculous.
Verlander is one of the biggest hypocrites in the United States
of
America.
I cannot wait to get to this. We have so much on that.
But Carlos Correa, the one thing I will agree on is that he manned up. He put on his big boy pants. He admitted he was wrong. He defended Carlos Beltran because now everybody wants to point the fingers at Carlos Beltran. So now, now he took responsibility. That's exactly how you had to do it. And now, like we said, this story is not going to go away. This apology today was just
trash.
It was a slap in the face to baseball. The Astros are still extremely arrogant. They don't care. They did this because they had to do it, not because they wanted to do it. They don't care. They are mad that they got caught. They're not mad that they did something wrong. That's why they're upset. Forgive me for saying this. It was a bullshit apology.
No, we're cursing today.
But okay, you know what? Then the gloves are off. This is a bullshit apology from a bunch of asshats that think that they're better than everybody else. So shame on them. And they're going to get what's coming to them this year. I'm just telling you now. They will get what's coming to them.
Yeah, I mean, we've been trying to clean up our image and not cursing today, but today it's just too much bullshit going on. We have to drop these. If you guys don't like this, sorry, but we're going to be better going forward. But this is fucking bullshit. That's what this is. This is complete nonsense. Jim Crane saying that, and the best part of Crane is I don't know if it had an impact on the games. Like, no one wants, so he's pretending that it had no impact, that they knew what pitches were coming. All right, Crane, sure. Sure.
That's such a bullshit line.
That is ridiculous.
You knew what was going along. They told you they found a way to cheat the system and a way to help them win ball games. And what did you say? You said, okay, sign me up. I'm fine with it. You won a championship, which, by the way,
it's extremely tainted. Okay, what
here we go. I'll draw this. Asterisk right there.
Yes, asterisks have been trending on Twitter lately. It's completely ridiculous. And Justin Verlander is a hypocritical asshole. Seriously, he's talking all this shit. Oh, don't cheat the game. Oh, don't steal signs. Oh, don't do steroids. Oh, and now when his team gets caught, he's pretending he didn't know about it. He's like, I had no idea. I would have stopped.
He's acting stupid.
He's like, I would have said more if I knew. Shut the hell up, Justin. Shut the hell up. Verlander, I'm sick of your bullshit. I really don't like him at all, and this is just ridiculous. And honestly, and the best part is he's like, we didn't need to cheat. We were the best team anyway.
It's obvious you did not have to cheat, so why the hell did you guys do it? That's my question. You didn't have to cheat. You guys were talented enough. Altuve, Correa, Bregman, all these guys, Verlander, you had Garrett Cole at the time. Why did you guys need to do this?
2017 was no Cole. But
okay.
They've cheated in 18 and 19 too. The buzzers, I think, are real.
Yeah.
I've stated this at length, and you agree with me, I think, now. All the evidence is out there. And the only person that denied the buzzers was Correa and George Springer. Everyone else is going back to the commissioner's statement, which is complete bullshit. The commissioner's statement is the running joke of 2020. That's what that is. And also, now we're going to get to this later. This new playoff proposal, which was made to try to deflect the attention away from the Astros and Red Sox scandal, which is complete nonsense and crap, which we'll get to later. But Manfred has to go. I can't stress that enough. Manfred is horrendous for baseball. And did you also hear a new thing today that the A's tried to file something against the Astros and it didn't get brought to light?
Yes, I did.
Until Mike Fiers finally said something. So anyone that criticizes Fiers can really take a hike at this point. Mendoza, Perez, anyone who was talking that nonsense. Someone had to come forward, and Fiers finally did it. Thank God. Because if he didn't, nothing would have ended up happening, because the commissioner is inept. He is an idiot. He either swept this under the rug or he doesn't care. It's one or the other or both.
I think that
He's ridiculous.
Here's what I'm going to say about Rob Manfred. When he first started, I did like him. He took over for the legendary Bud Selig.
He's trash.
Since then, I think he's handled the punishment that the Astros got. I think it could have been a little bit more severe, but I'm not going to knock him on that. I'm going to knock him on these new proposals. You're basically trying to change.
I'm going to open it all up.
Many centuries worth of baseball. Why do we need to change anything about the way the game of baseball is played?
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
Listen, we allowed the reviews, and listen, some of us might like the review situation, and some of us might not like it. It's a different aspect. If somebody's out and they call him safe, now you have a chance to get the call right. I do like that. There's no need. And his proposals for baseball are complete bullshit. Okay? Bullshit. I don't like him at all. Rob Manfred, I'm starting to agree with you, Jules. He really is a very, very bad commissioner.
He doesn't know what the hell he's doing, and also
he doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground.
He doesn't know how to market the game's best players. First, Mike Trout gets no love. He's the best player in the game, and I know it's because the Angels stink, and we talked about that at length. But you need to market Trout better. You need to show his highlights better. You make it so hard for people like me and John Boy and everyone that want to create content to get your stuff without getting copyright stuff for it, because they don't make it accessible. It's impossible to find. You black out the local markets from MLB TV. The main reason why we want to get that to watch the Yankees games if we're at work or something. You just don't make it easy. You're not accessible. It's just, you don't know what you're doing. You got to market the young stars like Judge Moore. Judge gets his press. He's in New York, obviously. Bellinger, Yelich, Betts, all of those guys. Acuna, I'll go on and on for all day. Soto, all these people, then they do a terrible job. Baseball has a lot to offer, and you're doing all this stuff is not going to change anything. Making the regular season shorter and doing this, it would be absolutely ridiculous. All right, so here's the exact proposal before I lose my head here. So the team with the best record in each league will get a first-round bye. And they get to choose the opponent they play somehow, and then the other two division winners and the wild card club with the best record could end up picking their opponent in a televised seeding showdown. What the hell is this bullshit?
It's asinine. Why in your right mind would you do this? This is not reality television. This is Major League Baseball, okay? Are you trying to spike ratings? Because this is going to drop ratings. This is going to plummet ratings, in my opinion.
This is a clown show. That's what this is.
You don't do this.
10 teams is plenty fine, and I've already said, if you're going to expand, you only expand to 12. Otherwise, it's too watered down. Do it like the NFL. That's not bad. You give the two best division records. The two top division winners get a bye.
Agreed.
Then the worst division winner gets to play the worst wild card. Then the wild cards play.
Yeah.
I mean, that's somewhat doable. But 14 is too much. And then you're going to get teams that don't deserve to win it all winning it all, because baseball's a game that any team can win it all. So, the Mets or Padres, if they sneak in, could end up, winning it all. And it just shouldn't be that way. Baseball is different from the other sports. I don't want almost half the league making it. And then some people are saying expansion into 8 teams in 2 weeks. That has to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Baseball is in no place to expand right now. You have teams that don't even want to spend any money. How are you going to add more teams? It's ridiculous.
This proposal for playoffs is just completely
It's the worst thing I've ever seen. It's the worst thing I've ever seen, and he was somewhat successful in deflecting the attention, but we're back here again because the Astros are so arrogant that they can't even apologize correctly. Alex Bregman and Altuve's statements were laughable. They were prepared statements. They spoke for about 30 seconds each. I think they may have spoke more after, but there's nothing valuable in what they said. It's really just the same song and dance. The commissioner's report, which didn't find anything, which I think they're sweeping more under the rug. The buzzers are very real, I think. There's evidence with Altuve. We've talked about this in length. Changing the shirts. The reaction he had after sending his team to the World Series didn't seem appropriate, really. He seems like it was just another day at the ballpark, honestly. Like, you watch it, and I didn't watch this at the time because it was such a devastating moment. I was just like, screw this, obviously we lost, but it's just ridiculous. And Josh Reddick, he's actually the most arrogant of all. He's like, I don't know anyone an apology. He's like, I don't feel. He's like,
when did he say this today?
He's like, I want people to forgive us. He's asking for forgiveness, but says he doesn't feel he owes anyone an apology. What a clown, Reddick. Reddick's a scrub, honestly. He's not even that good. He definitely helped.
To that clown.
He definitely got helped by the cheating system more than anyone, probably. He was an average player at best before he joined the Astros.
Yeah, that's just a self-centered comment, and he's an asshole. So he should just shut the fuck up with his comments. He doesn't owe anyone an apology. You owe baseball an apology. You owe everyone who laid the ground for you in this game an apology. You owe the city of Houston an apology because you guys made everybody look like assholes down in Houston. You owe everybody in baseball an apology by cheating your way into a championship and then consistently doing it year in and year out. And now that you guys finally got caught, you guys feel you don't owe anybody an apology? Who the hell do you guys think you are? That's the way I see it. You got caught? You're upset about it? Yeah. Move on, apologize, be sincere about it, and go out and play baseball. We've said this 1,000 times. You guys didn't need to do this. You didn't need to bang on garbage cans. The fact that Altuve and whoever the hell went above and beyond to wear buzzers underneath their jerseys is just stupid. What are you guys trying to prove? It still bothers me because this took away from what the Yankees could have done. This pisses me off.
I mean, it really.
You took a title. You essentially took a title away from a chance at a 28th World Championship from us. That pisses me off. You almost won a World Series this year and took away and thank God the Nationals won, and they rightfully deserved it because they're a good team. Mm-hmm. You guys almost took their moment away too because you guys are just fucking cheaters. There's no room in sports for cheating like this.
This is ridiculous, and the Astros fans are trying to say we had steroid users, but this is not the same thing. And MLB pitchers have even said that they prefer to face a steroid user than someone that knows what pitch is coming, so they can shove that up their ass, and I'm really sick of hearing that bullshit. Also, it's ridiculous. I don't even know what else to say about this, but there's so much more. I'm trying to move forward and get onto the season. Aaron Boone said that we're trying to do that also as a team, but he's giving everyone the right to address it and say what they need to say about everything. And they're going to do that. And they have Chapman and Tanaka have said they felt cheated, like you just said, 2017. We went to Game 7 with them, and we were very close. They won every home game. We didn't score. That's the only thing. But they definitely had some help. And that World Series game, that Clayton Kershaw, if you watch that Game 3, that Kershaw kept giving up the lead back and forth, and you go back and look at it, it seems pretty obvious they knew what pitch was coming, how well they were teeing off on him.
Exactly.
They were doing it in the 27 World Series, and you're trying to say it didn't have an impact and help them win. First of all, it took you 7 games to beat us, and it took you 7 games to beat them. So you're trying to tell me that you don't think that could have swung one game in either series? That is complete nonsense.
Exactly. I agree 100%. 100%. They knew what was coming. I'll tell you this, the pitch from Chapman, when you watch it back, he knew that was coming.
I mean,
that's why he hit it out. And you saw Chapman, you see him smiling and all that.
Yeah, it's almost like he knew.
It's like he knew. He's like, you knew what I was going to do, didn't you?
That's like, Jared Carabas was even saying that too. Like he thought that could have been the reason. But the only thing is I'll say about that pitch, and I've said a million times, even if he didn't have a buzzer, or if did or didn't, that was probably going to get crushed regardless. That pitch was horrible. We got to be honest here, because that was a hanger. It was bad. But did he have some help? Did he know it was coming? You know what? Yeah, I probably think he did. Yeah. Even though it was a hanging slider, almost anyone could hit that. But it's even Gio Urshela said he thought that as well, that he knew what pitch was coming. Ottavino also said that they didn't stop after 2017. They just found a different way to do it.
Exactly. It's it just still blows my mind that this still won't go away in baseball. We're still talking about it.
42 days, and this is what we're talking about.
And
for pitchers and catchers reporting.
This story is just taking away from the start of spring training. This is just taking everything away, the excitement of everything. But you know what? It's just this conference today. In my opinion, if you look at the owner and saying like he's playing a victim, he's a bigger asshole than he's led on to be. He really is.
Dude, he is an incompetent. He's so incompetent. He's pretending he knows nothing that was taking place. He said the first time he heard about it was the report. That is so. Oh my god!
Listen,
I can't even.
Listen. You want to hear in ways of cheating when the Patriots with Spygate? What happened with Roger Kraft? He came out and said we were wrong. We apologize. We won't do it again. Yeah. They came out. They admitted it.
Well, he did say that they won't do it again. Hell, he at least said that because he basically had to.
Well, of course they had to. Yeah,
I mean. Yeah, you're right. The Patriots definitely handle it better than the Astros are. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this. Here's another thing. If teams are doing this, we're doing this too. And if this isn't an eye opener, and you guys, if we this season, if there's a story about another team doing this, this is just getting ridiculous. Then baseball is flawed. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about this sign stealing crap anymore with other teams.
No.
You guys will go above and beyond to steal signs? Are you kidding me? Come on,
just
man.
Play the game the right way. I mean, you could steal signs, and we talked about this at length, but the way they did it was too advanced.
Isn't there a legal way to steal signs?
Like you look at second base, like you try to see what the catcher's putting down.
And if you see what the catcher puts down, that's on the catcher for not blocking it. That's fine. That's legal. That's in the game. It
happens all the time. Happens in every game.
Exactly.
And more statements. All right. So Bill Shanahan, who's an insider, said, listen to this quote. This is a great one. We're apologizing because we broke the rules. This is from Jim Crane. He won't concede breaking the rules gave the Astros an advantage, though.
It did, but okay.
Yeah, exactly. And then Carabas said the same thing we said. Our opinion is that it didn't impact the game. How in the world do you say that? There's so many reactions going around on Twitter right now. And then Justin Verlander, like we said, pretending like he knows nothing. It's ridiculous. Also, well, I gotta say, Marcus Stroman liked my tweet about that, which was crazy. I made a tweet about Verlander. Shout out to Stro if he ever hears this. He's a real one. Wish him luck this season. Crazy. But Verlander, no one likes him right now. He's getting a lot of hate, and deservedly so. He's getting ripped on the airways. We're contributing to that. He's just a pompous douchebag, honestly. Like, he just thinks he's, better than everyone. And he's still saying, we're the best team. We were the best team anyway. No, maybe you weren't. Maybe you needed, and obviously you didn't. If you felt that way, why'd you cheat? It's just ridiculous. I know he didn't really cheat much. Well, he wasn't really cheating because he's a pitcher. Obviously, this is mainly hitters. But to act like he didn't know is complete arrogance. Like, he's pleading the fifth, basically.
Exactly. It's just, you know what? I have a lot to say about Verlander. He's very, very arrogant, very full of himself. You guys were, you know what? You guys were a great team. You guys didn't need to do any of the stuff you did either. We've said this 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And everyone in baseball, you guys didn't need to do this. You guys have a young core that you guys could be talented for a long time. And the fact of the matter is this, Justin, is that you stressed about cheating, you're not about that, but when you're on a team that cheats, now you're right, you're playing the dumb card, the stupid card. You don't, you didn't know what was going on. You exactly knew what was going on because it helped you win a championship. So I don't want to hear from him in the media with his little arrogance and all that. Listen, Justin, you're not as what you used to be. Let's put it that way, pal. You're very talented. I respect what you've done in the past, but I'll tell you this. After hearing you today with all this, you just sound like an idiot to me. You really do. You're just an arrogant asshole. Justin Verlander. That's what you are. I'm sorry. I respect your game. You are a great pitcher, but you are a hypocrite, a liar, and a jackass.
Mm-hmm. All of that stuff is true, and he's getting all the hate he deserves right now. Also, while we're talking about this stuff, Bobby knows this. I'm making an effort. Sorry, I don't know why I can't speak right now, but on Twitter, I'm trying to get a little group together to invade Citi Field to take on the Astros on June 2nd because
that you did.
I don't want to wait till September. Those guys need to hear it from us. And I think we can get some people in there. It would be a fun event. We'll talk more about this as it gets closer. June 2nd at Citi Field. Also, I just want to say this, and I know you're going to be there, and this is going to be raucous. September 21st, everyone better be at Yankee Stadium. I want max capacity. I want people being loud. I want the trash show shirt. I want costumes. I want people banging trash cans. I want people bringing them into the stadium if they can. I want people getting creative. I want people getting lit at Billy's. I want people getting wherever you're going to go, the dugout, the twin bar, what stands, whatever you got to do to get fired up for this game. I want the fuck Altuve chants. I want all of it. Altuve was, I think he actually said something like, oh, that was like mean to my family or something. You know what? You're a scumbag, Altuve. You're a little cheater. I don't care. Honestly. And then he's saying we're not bad guys. Well, you are actually because you cheated. Yeah. So I don't really care for your apology. You guys aren't bad fake.
Guys? He really said that?
Yeah, he's like, we're not bad guys.
You're not bad guys. Okay. You guys are just liars and cheaters, okay?
But they're not bad guys, so it's okay.
No. Jose, listen.
Shut the hell up.
Keep your mouth shut. And shut up and play baseball the right way. Keep your mouth shut. I don't want to hear anything you have to say. Go out and play legally, not cheating. I don't want to see any buzzers. Before every game, I think umpires should check out and see if they're wearing anything. Yeah, and also with the trash cans, you know what? Make sure that no one's banging on them and all that. And yeah, this story just makes you so fucking heated. And it's 42 days later.
Well, 42 days till the season. It's been a long off season. AJ Hinch gets fired. The GM gets fired, and people are saying, like, oh, the Yankees cheated to Apple Watch. It's like, okay, first of all, there was nothing of substance of that. It also wasn't illegal at the time, so get your facts together before you start poking. And I think Astros fans shouldn't be throwing stones to the glass house at this point. They need to just shut up and take the L, move forward, and we'll see them on the field this year, and we're going to get our revenge.
Yes,
so that's going to be that, and I don't want to talk about this anymore, but I keep getting sucked back in. I'm trying to think. I was trying to think of an analogy. Like, it's almost like that girl. Like, you don't want to text her, but like, you keep getting sucked back in. Like, you want to move forward. You know you have to get rid of her, but you just can't because she keeps drawing you back in. That's what this story's doing. Like, I try to move on. I try to forget about it, but then there's just more stuff that keeps coming out that just gets me more upset.
It's the battered wife effect.
And the reaction.
I hate to say that line, but you're right. It's the battered wife effect, and it's a terrible line to use. It's you were abused, but you want to walk away and get away from it, but the love is bringing you back. But with this story, you want to move away, but it's so good to talk about and so much to get your frustration out that it is sucking you back into it.
Because stuff keeps coming out. It's not done. There's stuff that's covered up that we don't know about that took place that we'll never know. They even said we don't know what impact it had. They even said we're not sure. How many uneasy answers do you get? I didn't get one certain answer, basically, out of that whole thing. No one said we definitely did this, we definitely didn't do this. Like, I haven't heard any of that. In 2018, there's an article that came out that the JWS Journal, I believe, wrote this about how 2018 they were still doing stuff with a different system. Also, they cheated in the road, too. It was not just a home thing. And if they have buzzers, obviously, that can go anywhere. But, I don't know how they'd set up the cameras if they did that in the road ballparks. That's the only thing. But it's just, oh, my God, it's so much stuff. Like, I just can't. I want to get rid of this. It needs to go away. But you know what? Manfred is trying to sweep it under the rug, and they want to do everything they can to get rid of it, and they just can't. And it's not going anywhere. And they better hope that they clean this up. I think they should reopen it. I think, honestly, we got to move on because there's a lot of other stuff to talk about. But I have a hot take, kind of, but not even that hot. Manfred needs to get removed, and they need to reopen the investigation and see what else happens.
Agreed 100%. I will go in with that. Short and sweet, reopen it, see what more you could dig up, and give more punishment because I know there's a lot more like you said, that they're hiding and they're just not telling anybody.
Well, the players got immunity, too, so they can't get suspended. That's the other problem. So at this point, it's too late, most likely. And Manfred, I believe, is stuck until the new CBA or something, which is 2 years away. I'm not sure exactly what the status of that is, but it's just ridiculous. And now he's trying to make a clown show of the game with this reality TV playoff proposal. This is not WWE. I'm sure you get a kick out of that.
I do get a kick out of it. I do. Yeah, this isn't WWE.
You don't get to pick your opponents.
Vince McMahon's not running the show. You don't. This isn't. I'm going to give you. I'll tell you this. You know, when you get a chance to pick your opponents, let me tell you, you win the Royal Rumble. You get to pick who. In WWE, you win the Royal Rumble at WrestleMania, which is WWE's World Series, by the way. You pick which champion you want to fight for that championship. This is not that's not how Major League Baseball is going. This is not scripted, okay? This is not choreographed. This is Major League Baseball. This is not planned out. Excuse me, I'm allergic to bullshit. So, that's what I think of this.
It's absolute crap.
This is reality television. Stop making baseball America's pastime into a laughing stock.
And the best part is, like, he has propaganda going with this. Like, Buster Olney and Joel Sherman and his writers actually supporting this. Like, I feel like it's an agenda.
Then Buster Olney's a bigger idiot than he looks.
I've said the same thing. I'm like, you're better than this. Like, you can't actually...
He's a legendary reporter. I want to know what Peter Gammons thinks about this.
Oh, my God. Yeah, because he was saying the Padres would have a chance to win the World Series. But no offense to the Padres, but who cares? That's not going to make any ratings any better, really. Like, no one gives a shit about the Padres. We went to San Diego. Literally, no one cares.
No, nobody cares about it. They're butthurt about losing the Chargers. They want football back in San Diego. They're not worried about baseball right now.
No,
they got Manny Machado, and no one gives a shit over there.
He's literally, I was talking about this the other day. Like, no one even paid attention to him last year. He was irrelevant. He was like, the only press he got was the free agency that was drawn out. But once the season started, no one cared. No one gave a crap about what he did.
Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
But we're not saying the Padres, we're not trying to pick on the Padres, but our point is that that's not how you fix the game by having irrelevant teams in the playoffs.
Exactly.
You just need to do better advertising, maybe lower ticket prices. I don't know. I mean, the attendance is pretty bad, especially for some teams that aren't even paying their players really and like having salary floors like Marlins, Orioles, Royals, Pirates. The Pirates don't even have a $50 million payroll this year. Just pathetic.
Absolutely pathetic. So a team that can't even afford players has a chance to win a World Series. Nah, not going to happen in my eyes.
Yeah, unless if you do it the fair way,
no,
the old-fashioned way, like Tampa or Oakland.
Like if you're going to win baseball games with what you have, then more power to you, and I'm all for that. But if they're going to get a chance by this stupid playoff rule that they're trying to shove into everyone's face, then that's just... I'm not about that.
There's no way this is ever going to happen. It just can't happen. Like, no one's going to let this happen. I'm telling you, there's no way. This is ridiculous.
No, it is ridiculous. It's bullshit, and it's very, very aggravating.
I mean, it's just insulting to the game. And I have to say this, and I know you saw this as well. Trevor Bauer is 100% on point. I don't care what anyone thinks about him. I'm fully backing him up.
Hell yeah. His video...
I'm backing him up 100%.
I'm down. I am all for what Trevor Bauer said because it's the 100% truth.
If he gets fined, he doesn't even care if he gets fined. He just wants to try to make things better. Like, he just wants to make improvements.
He wants to go out there and play and just play. That's what he wants to do. He wants to win the fair way, which, by the way, he's on the Cincinnati Reds. And we all know, Jules, you even said it yourself, the Reds are going to be a good team this year.
Yeah, I think so, too. People were talking crap like they might not make it. I mean, all right, we'll see. I think they will, but it's just crazy, man, all this stuff going on. Like, man, all right, let's just do one thing, but then we're going to go commercial soon because we're going a bit. Well, how would you fix baseball? Let me hear a proposal.
How would I fix baseball? Okay. Rule number one, get Rob Manfred out of there. Number one.
Okay.
Number two, I would implicate a system in a way that eliminates this cheating. I would have umpires check every player before the game and make sure they're not wearing anything. And also, after they get checked, after every inning, they get checked too before they come out. If a batter comes out, you get patted down. I want that. I think, you know what? It has to be done. I think there needs to be something in baseball that takes away this sign stealing, cheating, garbage, and all that. And also this playoff proposal, I would crumple it up and wipe my ass with it.
I would do the same.
That's
honestly.
what I would do. And if I would sit down with everybody, and with this now, with playoffs, if you want to add, what was it you said? If you want to add,
I would add, we want to expand the playoffs, I can add one team in each league.
That's fine.
I can
That's
do,
fine with me.
I can do 6 and 6.
That's fine.
But to me, having more than 3 wild cards is ridiculous.
No,
There's
2
no
wild
need
cards.
To have.
There's-
We already have 2. You want to add one more, fine. But you can't have 4 wild cards. That's ridiculous.
No, that just takes away. No, this just take now. What Rob Manfred is. Know what I'm getting from this? I'm getting that basically he's trying to
distract everyone.
This is like Little League where everyone gets a chance at a trophy. Everybody gets a trophy for trying.
Oh my God.
This is Major League Baseball. You don't get a trophy for showing the fuck up. You get there, you win, you work hard, and you win championships the right way. Not just I hate this proposal. When I heard it the other day on ESPN, I shut it off. I was pissed.
I saw it on my phone.
People who love baseball too. This is a slap at Jules. This is your game. This is what you love. Your dad loves this game too.
I told it to him. He didn't even believe it was true.
This is just a slap in the face to years of baseball. I believe it.
He didn't even know about it. I told him. He's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's really bad." I'm like, "Don't just forget it."
These 2 topics of Rob Manfred and the Astros situation has just completely made us heated. And
I can't deal with Manfred.
No. I don't like. And I thought Roger Goodell was bad. Jesus Christ.
Manfred is the worst commissioner in sports, and I know people say, Batman, I don't pay attention to hockey as much as hockey.
And Roger Goodell, let's be honest, Roger Goodell's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, Adam Silver's looking pretty good right now, I guess.
Adam Silver just does everything the right way, it seems.
But yeah, I mean, it's just completely ridiculous. It's nonsense. That's what it is.
It's idiotic, moronic, everything.
Whatever you want to call it, that's exactly what it is. And now we have... All right, we're going to go to commercial break. We got to cut this up a little bit. Next up, we're going to get into some spring training stuff. I'll be down there next week. We're going to revisit the Betts trade now that it went through again because some stuff changed with that. We'll go through some minor moves that took place, and we'll go through some people still floating out there and maybe some trade